Hey everyone, Temporal here, and we are doing a pro player review of the Owl player Gator for the Rain. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that helps me out quite a bit. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join the Discord in the description below, see what rates look like, all that stuff. If you guys are wondering, who the heck am I to evaluate Gator? I am a former contenders coach with multiple top 3 finishes. So take that for what you will. The reality is I do have a pretty good idea of what I'm doing, and we are going to see how Gator does. Okay, it's pushing through. Looks like they are playing double bubbles into each other. He's posting out for the corner, it looks like, to be able to block out the backline there. But he is going to get poked here. Some of that's unavoidable. That's a little more damage than is necessary. Does get healed up. Pushes up. We see he wants this. Ooh, that's an Inspire proc. That's not great. Okay, going for this. Certainly want to be cleaving here. This is what he was looking to get the whole time, so we can cleave. He's looking in this composition to sort of be able to go, okay, when your Winston's in, I'm also in, and we're going to do the I try to threaten your backline. Your Winston tries to threaten my backline, and the backlines try to fight the Winstons. It's sort of a keep each other out as the Winstons get eliminated. We're going to see a lot of that here. And here he is. He's going to drop this bubble. That bubble, of course, isolates the backline. He already has his Zarya bubble. This bubble, this bubble isolates the backline, stops them from being able to contribute to helping their Winston eliminate his backline. So this isn't at all a rare trade to see. Have a little bit of this going. I don't really love the swap to OG here. You can certainly work on the Winston that is in if the other team isn't in a place to support them. If the other team is in a situation where, hey, there's walls, we can't get on your backline, we can't help our Winston, it can certainly be appropriate to go, aha, your Winston committed in a bad spot, I'm going to peel him, that's the better play as opposed to me going in. But that's not really the case right here. Here his backline, or OG's Winston is perfectly capable of supporting him. This is the situation where he is better off, and Gator has enough health to do so and still has his leap. Better off going, hey, no, I am going to be doing my work here. I am going to be getting the cleave. I'm going to make these guys worry about themselves, worry about me, not helping on dealing with this here. So don't necessarily love this decision. It's fine. He's going to choose to stay on OG here. Does get the OG elimination. Probably needs to leave this immediately. I don't know if BQB still has that flash. He does not. Still probably needs to leave immediately. Tries to go left, then immediately jumps, takes some damage. Did you land in front of... I don't know why you landed in front of the door as opposed to landing up here or to the side of the door. That was an interesting decision. Wrong. Wrong is what I mean to say. Okay, blocked the nade, sure. He's going for the jump damage there, plus the melee cancel. Okay, now they're going to be able to lock up the point here. That actually mattered. So here we are. We've noticed this a bit, that Gator is spamming punches. Spamming punches, in terms of DPS for a punch versus Tesla Cannon, those are effectively the same. DPS for a punch is, of course, hey, it does 30 damage, but it activates a 1 second cooldown and it takes half a second to do. So if you're weaving between punches and zaps, that doesn't cost you anything, as long as your punch actually hits, and the punch can actually be better if you are playing into armor. But it can get you situations where you are locked out of zapping and you didn't hit the tracer. Yaki is too far away for this punch to hit that he's already started when Yaki rounds the corner, and he is locked out of using his Tesla Cannon for half a second for this punch. So that is minor, definitely, but a slight advantage to Yaki here. A mistake by Gator. Okay, that's a little funny on the ammo use there. That's fine. I'm not quite sure why he rounded that corner in the first place. It was very unlikely that he was going to be able to do anything in there. And it was very much more likely he was going to get pushed into by multiple, trade out unfavorably. That's okay. We see our tracers over, or their tracers over there. It's fine. He gets healed back up. That's again some ammo use issues. So here we are. He wants to control this door, don't get me wrong. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Still nothing there. Still nothing there. Haven't done any damage with this yet. Haven't done any damage with this yet, and we've spent 20 ammo. Now we're doing some damage. Little bit of ammo spent after we've pivoted off the Winston here too. So there is some trigger discipline on the ammo here, and that's now causing a reload, which isn't surprising because we used a little more than 20 ammo on nothing here. So we're doing this, we're reloading without full cover, and we're going in here. Where's our backline? Their Winston's in. Their Winston's bubble is blocking our backline from supporting our jump. We're choosing to go here rather than to go back on the Winston. That's going to be correct. Yeah, no problem. It's tempting, but I don't think you can do it. You might not know the McCree's there. You should know the McCree's there. Yeah, you stayed too long. Yep, okay, you get eliminated. Just a smidgen too much greed there, it looks like. I don't necessarily love this approach. You've got 2 seconds left on your leap cooldown. You have point control, so you're interested in stalling that. You could primal if you had to for leap, but are we just interested in stalling point? You go back in to use your bubble, fine. Go into the grab to bubble them, makes sense. Okay, let's see your primal. Let's slow this down because you guys are going to want to see the mechanics, I imagine. That's a pretty easy gargoyle limb there. That's nice. Lands to the left of Anna to knock Anna in this direction specifically, and then he can slam her into the pillar so that she doesn't get knocked away by the first follow-up boop. That's great. Choose not to use a jump between swings there on Slime. Continue. Okay, so you're not using leaps in part because you want to make the pathing on her a little more predictable, and you have a partner primaling monkey. Pelican duplicated the other monkey, has primal. They're doing that. Okay, so choose not to get some of the extra damage with leaps, but I think that's reasonable in this case, given the space that everyone takes up. And Pelican's coming with you. No? Really? Really, Gator? The mechanics were so smooth until now. No, that's perfect. Okay. I was afraid that Gator had hit too early with the slam, but you did get the landing damage. That's great. 613 health. Have leap. This is a finish. You finish this. Why are you leaving? Yeah, you definitely had the ability to finish that McCree off. Pelican did it, so it doesn't matter, but that's a minor mistake. There's their monkey. Sure. That's again mostly wasted ammo. I think he got just the tiniest little tick on the brig there, but that's mostly wasted ammo in that moment. Yeah, 77 ammo, and we hit maybe 1 tick of damage, maybe 2 ticks of damage onto Slime. Again, that did not hit the Winston. We go here, and here he's making the decision to peel back and go for the Winston. That looks reasonable enough in this situation to go, hey, the back line isn't quite in range to help. I can put my bubble here and block the back line. I don't necessarily mind that to open. I am pretty quickly going to want to turn on this back line, though, because your contribution to the Winston isn't very big. And while this back line maybe for a moment can't get on your team, they're very quickly going to be able to get on you or your team. So I hope he swaps pretty quickly. Maybe he goes in here and posts back like this. Maybe he posts here in a moment, but let's see what he does. Drops this. Yeah, with where their backline is, that's appropriate. There's the Primal. I'm not even interested. I'm not remotely interested in this monkey anymore. You have to hard turn and deal with these guys. Your contribution is not meaningful. This monkey has too much health. You have to instead be trying to get your cleave, and as importantly, be trying to hold these guys out, stop them from contributing, stop them from having any chance to work on your backline while your backline is dealing with the monkey. Don't let them have a strong push. You peeling the monkey is not high enough value. Why are you still on the monkey? Now you switch. Okay. You have leap. You have a little bit of rally armor. Okay. A little bit of wasted ammo there. Reload? Why are you reloading at 70? There are things to zap right here. Right here. Why did you reload? Did you reload earlier than I think you did? Have you started the button yet? Maybe you'd started it there? You started it there. That's no. No. Bad reload. And even so, it was 70. Like, the reload wasn't necessary. Mm-hmm. That fight was over. I don't mind. Okay, choosing to path back through high grounds. So on the Zarya for a moment. Pivots back here. So this is him deciding, wait, your backline can't follow up on your monkey jump. I'm going to instead peel your monkey jump. Again, usually your monkey has more value fighting the backline than he does fighting the monkey. But if the monkey dives into a place where the backline can't support, he's happy to go, nope, we will fight the monkey. We will 6v1, 5v1 the monkey. That's totally fine with him. As opposed to your monkey trying to hold out 3, 4 in the backline, trying to trade like that, etc. So he goes here. This makes sense. This ammo usage doesn't make sense. This ammo usage doesn't make a ton of sense at all. You can justify a little bit on the... You can justify some ammo on the barrier, but even that he was out of range for part of that. Okay, so here we are. Why are we so interested in this bubble yet? Your Anna's low and getting zapped. Yeah, they'll contribute some. Okay, it's not my favorite bubble. Good job, locked him in. Didn't ultimately save his Anna, but that's the right play. You see, he body blocked. He intentionally went, I'm standing here, and I'm not moving. If you move, they tend to force themselves past each other. If you move in doorways, tanks other than other people tend to force their way past each other. If you plant yourself correctly in a door frame, and then just take your hand off the movement keys, it's actually very hard for them to get past you without any sort of boop. So, good block there. Reload at 14 ammo while rounding the corner, sure. I'm going to be nitpicky because this looks like a bit of a problem for him. The reload I'm good with. What are you zapping? What do you think you're doing damage to? Okay, now you're doing damage, but for that first, literally for that first 10 ammo, you weren't doing damage to anything. You're zapping him from up here. You're dropping? You're dropping because Edison's going to join you. Dropping without Bubble to fight a McCree. You've got your Tracer to help you. And yeah, their backline, which started in here, is of course going to have come into here. Your Bubble helps a little, but is almost gone. You probably can't do this, but you do have Leap. If you leap immediately, if you like leap at the faintest hint of danger, this might be okay. Flashbanged, Brig, Zarya. Yeah. Smash that leap button. Smash that leap button. Okay. So that wasn't really a great drop. I think he just lost track of the fact that they were down here. This would have been a doable drop. The 2v1, he had basically full health against the McCree. He didn't have bubble, so yes, he was going to take a lot of damage from the flash fan. Like, he was always going to take a lot of damage, but I think he just lost track of how close the rest of the team here was, which, you know, you do need to mentally be aware of everybody that you can. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Here you are. Okay. That's not hitting anything. That's better. Gets the rally. Can live with that. Do you need this bubble? I mean, this bubble is going to potentially stop a whip shot, a sleep. Yeah, you need the bubble. It doesn't do everything that you want out of your bubbles when you're playing this double bubble mirror, and that it's not necessarily stopping this team from contributing over here, but you've got walls doing that, okay? So that'll work. That'll work. Should we have been back here? Maybe, but we're over here. Okay. So you drop the bubble, there's the whip shot, there's the sleep, there's the nade. That's reasonable. Mm-hmm. That feels early. Here you are. The McCree is too far to flash you. I mean, he can roll, but he's really too far to flash you. Bash, roll, flash, sleep dart. Maybe. Maybe. The nano's still going. Nano's still going. Yeah. I really don't think you needed to pop this Primal quit yet. You had too much. You had enough health still to justify not popping that Primal quite yet. It's close, and you do want to get this off before you're in any danger. Like, you're taking a seriously uneven fight here. You can see he's got Pelican helping him, but he's doing a 4v2 here into rally. So you can't be like, oh, I can wait till 200 health or anything. No, but he does still have, and I'll be exacting on this. Mm-hmm. We're at half speed, that's fine. We'll see the window well enough. 442, 430, 410. Still has the nano up. The bubble is over. He decides that at 400 health, still has armor. Still has nano. He sees the McCree coming. He decides the McCree is close enough, I have to pop the Primal. Yeah, that's probably right. You've effectively got 3 stuns here. None of them are going to miss at this range. Yeah, popping the Primal is right. Even though he's still got a little nano left, he won't necessarily... Like, the issue is he won't necessarily be able to get the Primal off because he will be stun locked and actually not get the chance. Mm-hmm. Slow this down. Primal mechanics. That's not quite where you wanted to go. Did the other one knock you? Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Monkeys ineffectively knocking each other. Okay. I don't think that's going to do what you think it is. Yeah, this bubble is not blocking the contribution of these two into this graph. That you needed to get closer before you laid this bubble down, so that the bubble actually blocked the line of sight of this back line from this graph. Mm-hmm. It's fine. Nowhere to go. I mean, I could get more critical. Yeah, let's get more critical. He's an AL player. I'm allowed to be critical. Okay, so here we go. Our bubble isn't deep enough. We know we're in trouble. We would like to finish this, but we do know, wait, I'm in trouble. I'm at 200 life here. And we choose our exit to be up here, as opposed to going for a little bit more depth, as opposed to going a little bit more this way towards our own backline. Like, the reality of the situation is that, hey, we've probably lost this fight, but it looks like he hasn't made the decision that he's lost this fight. So if he hasn't made the decision that he's lost this fight, the leap was this way to get back towards, supports who will potentially be able to get you up for the re-engage or whatever the case is going to be. If we've just decided that we've lost, the correct answer was don't bother leaping out, just, zap something or zap into the hole. I'm definitely nitpicking, but again, this is an OWL player. Mm-hmm. Swapping to ball because the map is in last fight territory. He needs to join the fight. Mm-hmm. You're doing this primarily to make sure you get overtime. He is the one touch right now. Looks like Hawk could be touching. Okay. You've triggered overtime. You've unfortunately spent enough of your health that you really can't go in hard anymore. You can't really hit hard dives. You're going to have to play a pretty passive ball now. Passive short ball is exactly what we see. Okay. Like, this wasn't a thing. It looked like he was going in for a hard slam, which there was just no way for him to do a roll through the slam. Even with adaptive shield, there was no way for him to do it that health total against the Brig McCree there. So I'm surprised, Brig McCree, Anna, excuse me. There's just no way. You standard tech to not get knocked in. Mm-hmm. Okay. Into the slam. Brig doesn't see it. Board didn't have bash. Fine. Okay. This is a pretty hard engage for your health. There's not really anything particularly in here either. Are you just deciding that this is your moment? You do get your rally by being here. Mm-hmm. That's just you deciding that was the closest chance you were going to get to turn the fight, so that's when you did your all-in. Fine. Okay, so we had some poor ammo usage, we had the melee, we had, what else? We had decision, maybe two decisions that I wasn't really in love with peeling the monkey versus dealing with the team, and we had the bubble, if I didn't already mention that, around the grav. Really, we sort of had a bubble going into. Okay, so the biggest thing so far is the ammo usage. But let's see how this continues. Mm-hmm. Cannot zap him through the wall. And now you're reloading at 97 ammo. So bad zap into a bad reload, because look right here. Oh, there is stuff that you could be zapping. You could get damage on the monkey. You could get damage on the Zarya. You could get damage. Yeah, this is unfortunate. You missed out on damage by that. Now you're here. This is fine. Why are you standing in the open for this? I don't mind trying to tax the echo on the way in that's going in with the monkey. That's fine with me, but why are you going this deep in to do it? Your bubble, literally one step back, your bubble did exactly the same thing. It's going to pull this one step in, but that still blocks everything you need to in terms of minimizing, say, Anna's ability to contribute through to help her team. It actually would have made it harder to do this. It actually would have meant that you could have Anna in your cleave right here, which is really valuable. This is a step into the doorway that you just don't need, and I think you got too greedy for, oh, I can get some echo damage here, which was not the play.
This will protect us.
Now you get stunned. I mean, again, you're in their sight line when you had the ability to post on this corner, and that was more effective for the defensive posturing. You guys got cage control first, mostly, and that's what it gets you, and you kind of gave that up. Yeah, and then you just get chain stunned, literally chain stunned to elimination there. Okay, well, okay. You you got the Brig Bash, you probably got the Flashbang. I don't think you got the Sleep. The Anna credit on the assistants are probably her purple, but same thing.
Further experimentation required.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you're pathing up here. Is your team really ready for this? Yeah, they can move pretty well from there. That's decent access. The opponents are pretty deep. You choose to follow this? You're choosing to follow this, deciding that my team is on high ground. You can't really have your backline follow them, so I want to do the peel dive here instead. Sure. It's kind of a bait. Why? Why are you bubbling this? Like, the jump was a bit of a bait. You followed it. And your bubble got spent. Ugh. This doesn't do anything. This bubble is... No. It's not protecting your team. It's protecting you to do damage to the monkey, but you don't care about doing damage to the monkey at this point. You would much rather have your bubble back. And if you did get shot once while you're, while doing damage to the monkey, you're about to tuck back here and get healed back up. This was a bad trade. Mm-hmm. Just zapping for the bubble there? Okay. That melee, I think, cost you again. Yeah, you're late on zapping. That probably doesn't reach. That probably doesn't reach. Tesla Cannon would continue if you'd been in range and he'd followed out, but that probably doesn't reach to start. Okay, didn't cost you. I don't think there's any chance you're taking this engage. Really? Okay. If we're taking this engage, so be it. Getting your bubble down here is right. I actually would have said, why go in this hard? So, here we are. Mm-hmm. Fine, bubble here. No, you don't need to walk this close to bubble. You don't need to walk this close in general. You can post out with your angle here, in fact. Post out with your angle here. Your backline can still see you if you post in the stairwell. They struggle to get past a little bit. Yes, you can open the angle into them and zap into them. That's fine. But you have the stairwell to sort of retreat into. Now you really don't, because you're all the way up here. That stairwell is just completely non-existent as a thing for you to retreat into. Mm-hmm. I just don't like that you and your team took this fight in the first place. Okay. We just taking meaningless poke damage now? Okay. Are you going to push into this, or are you just going to decide that they can't follow in? Which is it going to be? You're going to be late in deciding that they can't follow up on it. You're going to go back here. Does this bubble do enough for you? This bubble protects Iris and Hawk a little bit from Echo, and basically that's it. I don't particularly love this. It's not terrible. Like, yes, their Echo is going to do less, but their Echo didn't come in particularly hard on this Monkey Dive. All it's protecting from is the Echo. It's early, and remember, the monkey's going to be doing damage to your bubble, but your bubble's not going to be stopping him, so it's weakening your bubble, it's softening up your bubble. I suppose there's something to be said for you want to use it, because if you don't use it on the next tempo, you potentially will be late on your bubble. If this dive at each other doesn't solve the team fight, doesn't simplify the team fight, but it's kind of low value. It's kind of a low value bubble. And in a couple seconds, it might be higher value. Right. Now he's used Primal, which you should have known that he had. And I don't mind necessarily that you went back to... And this gets rid of the bubble tempo thing completely, so it doesn't matter anymore. This is something that you should have known he had. You go ahead and jump back here to peel him, which is totally fine with me, even when he has Primal. But you're now going to want to be able to go, okay, now I would like to actually be able to push up here and do a bubble here and hold these guys out. That's now what I'd like to convert to doing, and you don't have your bubble. Okay. You get the nano, and instantly take a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, we're trying to zap through walls. I mean, you can zap through that wall, but there wasn't a target there for part of that. Okay. Going for this bubble. Fine. Pelican's using his Primal. They're on this. You're choosing to try and hold this out. Okay. Pretty sure that was just missed melee damage. That was definitely wasted Tesla ammo. That was more that's more wasted Tesla ammo. Okay. It's fine. She can't hurt you. Why are you using leap? Why are you leaping here? What? Why? Why are you bubbling? You used leap and you used bubble. I would like to know what the comms were like there, because neither of those are good. Neither of those are remotely good. His backline isn't going to like use this bubble to shoot through it at the opponents. He didn't need this bubble here to protect him. There's no one shooting at him. Weird. Taking your high ground, fine. Echo sees you. Echo chips you a little. You surrender the high ground. A little more chip than we'd have liked. Haven't been healed yet. Got a little healing there. You're going in. What can your backline do during this in? Can they help? Kind of. Yeah, your backline can help. Okay. You've leapt past them. Bubbled, fine. Okay. You have Nano and Primal going? Hold on, hold on. This happened. You still have your Nano... Oh, no, you don't have Nano going. Okay, I was looking at the other one there. That's fine. So you just go for your Primal, and you get slept. Not the end of the world. You were trying to make it hard to get slept. You still got slept. I'm not worried about that. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not sure why you're on the Zarya as opposed to the McCree. Do you think you're going to get that much more help on the Zarya, or do you think that there's multiple people in it? That's a target selection error. You right now, like for this moment, you have your bubble and the Winston bubble to help you eliminate the McCree, and that's going to be much harder to do afterwards. Okay, got him. Maybe you knew Pelican was mining the grab or something. I don't actually think that happened, but... Mm-hmm. Oh. I think that was a mechanical error. Your team can't follow this and you know it. So did you do this after theirs went in? No. You didn't. OG reacted second, and if OG had chosen to peel you instead, there's not much you or your team could have done about that. Okay, that's not great. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Loop back to your team. Now you're choosing to peel. That's fine. You don't have resources. There's the... Ooh, okay. Nano, Primal, and Duplicate coming at you. You guys used your Nano and are coming up on Rally. That's not amazing for a reload. Like, you can have been zapping these things. What are you doing? You can't go back at them yet. No. You can't do this. You're opening the angle to walk at these guys. You're Winston. You cannot re-engage these guys without at least having leap to leap up to here and try to zap them from here. Like, you don't have leap or bubble. You simply cannot walk through this sight line at these guys. I do not know why you did this. It's not great. It's not great, but you can be zapping over here. You could have been zapping over here rather than reloading. Or you could wait, zap at this for 2 seconds and then leap up here and decide, I'm going to threaten from here. I'm going to threaten from here, where at least you have some cover. They struggle to follow up on you as long as they don't hit you with the stun while your face is hanging out, with the flash stun while your face is hanging out and finish you. No. Mm-hmm. One more team fight territory. It's a lot of chip damage. He's consistently been taking a little more chip damage than OG. Okay, you're going to leap in here. Your backline will be able to follow you. That's... Your duplicate engage is going to come through there. And where is OG? OG's coming in on this. Yeah, that's fine. This is a reasonable engage. You just got chipped more than you should have. Some chip is unavoidable, but... Okay, here you are. you leap past for the bubble, they're still going to have to pay attention to you. You're scary enough, just barely.
Barrier activated.
Into Primal. We should slow this down. This time you use a leap into the corner. And I think that's because you know that you need the damage immediately, because if you don't get it, before he was dealing with someone where it was a Brig when he was in the corner, and he was working with Pelican who also had Primal going, and I think there was a realization that it's just not a big deal if you stun me, whereas if I knock you away, I might struggle to finish you off. With Inspire, it's better to keep you trapped in the corner. Whereas with Deanna, there's probably more of a realization of I need to eliminate this target as quickly as I possibly can. It wasn't actually going to happen because, hey, rally armor going, but so be it. I say as he gets it. Sorry, I didn't mean to speed up there. Okay, here we are. Half speed, we'll do quarter speed. Primal's hard for some people to follow. Okay, here we are. You go for this. Knock her that way. So you notice he intentionally swung to knock the Anna to the left. Trying to stick them both in the corner. Does this, and he lands in such a way that it should mostly keep them in the corner. Fine. They get away a bit during the sleep. No leap yet. Here they're doing it again. Again, while he's teamed up with Pelican, we don't see the leaps in the corner. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sure. Are you gonna go leap after that? You are. And that's fine. What? Is there some opponent here I don't realize that this bubble helps against? That's just bad. It looks like Gator's just formed a habit of dropping his bubble after he leaps, and like I said, there's a little bit of a thing of, hey, we don't want to be off tempo. If these both end up being soft engages, we both get out. I want to be able to go in at the same time because it's bad if their monkey can go in and my monkey can't go in. But in this situation, there's no reason to be dropping your bubble. You don't drop your bubble here. This is, no one can see him. He's just wasting his bubble. He's just getting his bubble softened up by OG. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's wasted ammo. No melee? Interesting. I don't think you needed that one either. I probably need to check that again. You can get away with some shenanigans sometimes in terms of slamming different elevations and still getting the hit. I think he had enough here to not get it, but that might have been necessary. I'm not going to be critical of that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, are we playing Ryan on the last map? Okay. This looks like Brawl, so let's cover what we've seen so far in Monkey. Things that we've seen, we've definitely got some ammo issues. So we can look at that and go, hey, we've got ammo issues. We think about that. It's some use when it shouldn't be used, and then that is causing, or in some cases not causing, a 97 ammo reload. So ammo issues where ammo gets wasted, which is going to decrease the damage done a bit, and then sometimes we get reload to go with that, but we'll mostly consider this an ammo usage, and that is potentially missing out on a little bit of damage to go there, little bit of, hey, we don't have this, we can't do quite as much there. So, not like some, oh my god, this is awful. This is a very good player. This is a owl player and deserves to be there. He is a good main tank. But we're evaluating him because it's here, because it's fun. So the ammo is the first thing. The second thing that we're going to see is the bubble usage, and the bubble usage isn't like drastically bad, but there's a couple situations where what are you doing with this bubble in terms of it's a little bit early. That last bubble that we saw that was on the point, that not the last one, I guess the second last on the point, that just there's nothing shooting at you. It can't just be leap bubble. Leap bubble is not an automatic thing. Good Winstons don't have that programmed, and I suspect in different metas Gator wouldn't have that programmed either, but that was that's not something we want to see, and we saw it. We saw similar things a couple times. And with that bubble, I'd actually put the decision to peel versus the decision to peel the monkey, to jump back and peel the monkey, versus to lock out the opponents, to be zapping the opponent's backline. And there's a couple situations where he stayed on the monkey that he was peeling when it was really time to swap to dealing with the backline, to swap targets over to the backline for maximum impact. There was that one time where he instead looked at the backline right by the pillar in the middle there on the last point, where he looked at the backline when he should have stayed on the monkey and the echo. But more we saw the air in the direction of staying on the monkey a little too long when he was doing a peel engage, as opposed to swapping to the backline that was trying to come in once they showed up. So these are probably the two biggest issues. You could call them four, but I'm really considering them two issues. And again, it's not like, oh my god, these are huge mistakes where he's wrong for like 4 seconds at a time or anything like that, or oh my god, he's wasting so much ammo. No, he's a very good player. He is an owl player, and we are just looking at what is he doing wrong. If he wanted to improve, what would the next steps be? And based on what we've seen so far for his monkey play, this would be the things that he would work on. Other than that, we saw some minor stuff. We can talk about, hey, there was the melee there. We could talk about, was there anything else that jumped out at me? Nah, don't really care about any of the other stuff there. So that's mostly what we saw. This next map, it looks like he plays Reinhardt, and this video is getting long enough as is, so I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. But that was an owl level review. If you guys are enjoying the content, please do like and subscribe, as that helps me out quite a bit, and I really do appreciate it. Or if you are looking to get coaching yourself, you can join the Discord in the description below, see what rates look like, promos, events, all that good stuff. Thanks, guys. Temporal out.